got good reviews, that was all. And I wondered what I had done wrong. What was wrong with me? Why am I not getting any work? Everybody, Girish, Amrish, Mohan Abhishek, Prabhushan Kabunda, Smita, Savita Bajaj, everyone. And I was left with nothing but twiddling my fingers. And then Sean told me he was thinking of another film, and I saw a file. It said GMCFF. Well, that sounded like a sound effect from Don Martin comic. I didn't understand what this was. I later discovered it meant the Gujarat Milk Marketing Federation and Society. And Sean told us about this film. Now, the title that appears, about 5 lakh farmers, is not just a sentimental gesture toward the farmers. 5 lakh farmers actually contributed 2 rupees each. And it amounted to 10 lakhs, which in the year 1976 was enough to make a film with so many characters on location, house them, feed them, transport them, and pay them. And if you think about it in today's evaluation, 10 lakhs would be the cost of a single day's shooting on a regular Hindi film. But we all had faith in Sean, most of all me, because I knew that he gave me my start. If it hadn't been for him, I don't know where I would have ended up. And everybody was saying, hey, this film out, man, who's going to see it? How can it be any good? It will be like a documentary. But when the film came out, it's probably been Sean's most successful film to date. If you the ratio of the cost of the film to the amount of money it made. And the very village in which we shot it did not have a milk cooperative at that time. There were a few. Mostly the headquarters was in a place called Anand in Gujarat. Dr. Varghese Kurian, who started the Amul revolution, is the one on whose life this film is based. Not his life, but is one of his experiences with the village which resisted. But he decided to look at it in a positive way. And so we all made this film. I can't say under very difficult circumstances. We were all fed and housed and paid a modest fee, all of us. And the film came out and it received a lukewarm reception in the first week. And everyone said, see, we told you. But somehow or the other, it stayed on for a second week. And in the second week, I went to see it in the theatre. And I was astonished at the reaction the film was getting. The public was lapping it up. There was applause at several places. There was laughter, because there is a bit of humor in the film. And I wasn't recognized because I was looking quite different from the character I played. So it wasn't my first taste of being recognized. And it went on to run for a good 5 or 7 weeks in the same theatre, in a single screen theatre like this one. And it was after Manthan that I started getting work. Because people realized that I was the same Ningong who acted in Nishan, who had sort of suddenly drunk the magic elixir of Asterix or something. Because I was a completely different person, and that was the attempt. I was at that time fresh out of the Film Institute, and I believed very deeply I sort of resolved I would follow the same path. I had also been, while at the Film Institute, greatly influenced by the cinema of other countries that I saw, particularly the films from France, from Italy, from Germany, from Sweden. And I realized that this was the kind of actor I wanted to become. Not the singing, dancing hero. In any case, I knew I was not qualified for that kind of thing. So I never bothered my head with that. Whereas a lot of my classmates would spend the whole day dancing to film songs. I'm not particularly fond of Hindi film music, and I couldn't be bothered to. And I've always felt very foolish when I've had to do a song. In fact, I'm often asked, what is the most difficult thing you've ever done as an actor? And I tell them it's singing a romantic song with a girl half my age. The most difficult thing. And I've never been able to do it convincingly. But it was after Manthan that offers started coming in. And that is why I owe a tremendous debt to this film. My method acting, I was cured of my method acting because I told Shyam that I want to go to the location a week before the shoot. I want to watch the people there, I want to dress like them, I want to try and become one of the crowd. And I want to live in the heart to this film. My method acting, I was cured of my method acting because I told Shyam that I want to go to the location a week before the shoot. I want to watch the people there, I want to dress like them, I want to try and become one of the crowd. And I want to live in the hut, which is going to be shown at my home in the film. So Shyam said, okay, fine, go ahead. And so I went to the village. I kept wearing those clothes, the kedia and the pajamas and the turban that they wear. And I observed the way they use their lathis, which is quite an amazing feat. The lathi becomes a part of their body. And they have the bharwats, they're called, the shepherds and the cattle keepers. Extremely graceful, elegant people, which I tried to emulate, but I don't think I succeeded too far. But I stayed in the costume all the time and tried to speak in the dialect that we were going to be using in the film. And then I told Shyam, it's the first night, so I said I want to sleep in the hut. So I took my bedding and everything and went to the hut to spend the night there. And I didn't last long because I saw a nice, beautiful black scorpion coming crawling towards me. And that black scorpion cured me of my method acting illness. Which I really think is an illness. You know, there's too much is made of it. All this business about so-and-so actor driving a taxi for 6 months before he played a taxi driver, or so-and-so living in a wheelchair before the shooting of a film. None of this is becoming the character. It is all practice. So an actor who does these things is not doing anybody a favor. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing in order to portray the part properly. So apart from sleeping in the hut, which I didn't dare to go and hear again, I learned to do whatever a character like I was playing would do. I looked after my cattle. I learned how to milk them. I learned how to wash them. I learned how to train them. And I actually became friends with the buffalo, who also features in the film. And I realized that that actors who forget that they are playing a part are the ones who get into all sorts of trouble and whose sanity gets endangered by identifying too closely with the character. And I just don't buy that, because if you have become become the character, then you're no use to anybody. But anyway, a lot of very wonderful actors, wonderful friends. Amrish, Mohan Arashe, Smita. Girish was not a friend, Girish was my teacher. He was the director of the Film Institute. So it was an absolutely wonderful experience, and it got over too soon because I was really enjoying myself living in that village and trying to assume a personality which was not my own. And the best part of it is that the farmers who had contributed all shared in the profits. Not just that, cooperatives sprung up all over the country in the next 10 years. The film was shown in villages, it was shown in places which had cooperatives to make them aware of the issues that they can possibly face. I personally had a screening in a little village of milk farmers near Mussoorie, and it was fascinating to watch the way these people were responding to that film. Because quite simply, it's a truthful film, and it's made with all the right intentions. It's none of us had any clue that there would be a song in it. And Shyam decided to have the song after the film was made and edited. And Vanraj Bhatia, the music director, who's also gone, was trying to compose a theme for the titles. And Shyam told me later, he said, Vanraj was very unhappy because he wasn't getting what he wanted. And then after a while, after a day or two, he said, look, I need a voice here. I need a human voice. Just an instrumental number is not going to work. And Preeti Sagar happened to be there, a girl who sang the song, wonderful singer, who used to sing jingles for ads, and certainly you must have heard her voice. Her little sister, who's about 12 years old, was also sitting there. And while this discussion was going on between Shyam and Vanraj, this little girl scribbled down something in Gujarati, and then said to Shyam, Uncle, how is this? And she showed him the song which you actually heard in the film. She was so used to singing in a pretty, dainty kind of voice, and Shyam goaded her and pushed her into coarsening the voice and making it sound like a rustic girl singing, and that's exactly what it sounds like. And in fact, that song binds the film together. It's amazing what happens in the process of editing a movie. There is a saying that the film really gets made during the editing. And that is to a large extent very true, and definitely completely true in the case of